Hey guys, we're Tim and Katie.
And today we're super excited to show you the new bathroom design that we came up with. We think it packs a lot of functional features into a very small space.
So let's jump into the tour, and in the second half of this video, we're going to show you how exactly we built this pull-out composting toilet drawer.
We started with a 24 by 32 inch shower pan, and we placed it as far forward in the van as possible while still keeping the driver's seat in a comfortable position. We like this because it obviously goes with the flow of our layout, but also its proximity to the fan so that the fan can suck out the steam when you're showering in a nice hot water. The walls in the shower are sheet vinyl flooring, which helps to reduce the overall weight in the van. We went with the Nautilus self-cleaning retractable door. We like that it doesn't take up much space at all. It's all within this canister. It's also super lightweight and easy to install. When installing it, we make sure to keep this little gap at the top so that steam can easily exit and get sucked into the fan.
We went with a Jolie low flow shower head. In terms of water supply, we have a 34-gallon freshwater tank, a 4-gallon hot water tank, and then the shower and the sink both drain to a 20-gallon gray water tank that's mounted underneath the van. The gray water tank has an electronic ball valve, so you just flip a switch on the control panel and you can dump it remotely.
Also new in this van is a 12 by 12 niche, and we put these tension rods on to keep the shampoo and conditioner secure while you're driving. Another feature that we installed into the shower area is this retractable clothesline. Slide it across, drop it down, and then you can tighten it up so that it's usable space when you're not showering.
And finally, we also installed this waterproof toilet paper holder.
Now, my pride and joy is this pull-out toilet system. So we used a stainless steel Acudor hatch. It's 18 by 18 and it's gasketed. So it has two latches here that are just you just push in and twist. This opens, and then the inside has a gasket all the way around, which keeps it waterproof. Obviously, this was a big concern to us. So we did a couple things to minimize any risk of water leaving the shower. One was put the toilet and the hatch on the opposite side where the shower is going to spray. Secondly, we also siliconed around all the edges to make it completely waterproof. I built this pull-out drawer, which houses the Cuddy composting toilet. So this drawer is on 500-pound drawer slides, and they are locking in both open and closed position. Also notable is I only put a locking drawer slide on one side, so you don't have to reach over. As you can see, you don't have a ton of space in here, so we didn't want to have to reach all the way over there. So you just pull that latch and slide it out. Very crucial to this whole design was the Cuddy toilet. I thought we were going to have to go with a cassette toilet to make it small enough to fit in here, but thankfully this is exactly within our dimensions, and it's actually a really cool toilet. So typically the toilet wouldn't be used with the shower door open, so I'll just show you how we would actually use it. So ideally you just come in, pull the lever, pull the toilet out, and then there's still enough room here that I can turn around, flip up the lid. 500-pound drawer slides support me no problem, and then I can close the door. This is a composting toilet, and so there are two basically bins inside the toilet, one for liquids and one for solids. So you just turn this dial and that opens the hatch for the solids, and if you keep it closed, liquid will run down through here down through this drain into the liquids bin. If the liquids bin gets, I think, above 75-80% full, this light will go on, letting you know that it's time to empty it. And then on the front of the toilet is that handle for the agitator. So it's composting if you use the solids and you'd mix it with peat moss or coconut husk, whatever you use. Then you pull it out, you can retract this and turn it, and then put it back. That was really important to us because any of the other composting toilets we looked at, all the agitators are on the sides and they're much bigger, which obviously wasn't going to work with our design. Let's say the toilet's full and you need to empty it. It's really cool how simple it is. So if we lift this up, inside here's our liquids bin. So if this is full, you could simply take it out and dump it. And the solids bin is here. So you just lift up on this handle and bring it out like that. Another cool feature is that this toilet doesn't actually have to be vented outside the van. It has a built-in fan and carbon filter, and when it's stored in the bench seat there, it won't have any issue with smells. So you obviously want to keep the toilet clean, but also remember to periodically spray the hinges and metal components with WD-40 as they are not stainless steel.
Given the number of questions we received on how exactly we built this wet bath, and specifically the retractable toilet drawer, we decided to film all of the steps on our next van conversion. So here is the process. Once we had the shower basin positioned and framed, we started framing the rear of the shower. We used 2x3s, taking into account where exactly the hatch would be. Then we framed the dinette seat that would house the toilet drawer in its closed position. We needed to account for the drawer slides at the bottom and allow appropriate clearance for the toilet to slide in and out through the hatch easily. Now onto arguably the most tedious job, which was lining up the 500-pound drawer slides with the inside of that framed dinette seat. This is a massive pain because not only do you need to have the vertical alignment appropriate, but also the width so that the drawer slides fit well but aren't too tight, allowing the drawer to slide in and out with ease. The base of the drawer is made of 1/2-inch Baltic birch, which is very strong, and we use pocket holes that connect the base to the back and sides of the drawer. As you can see, this is a 3-sided drawer, but don't worry, the toilet fits very snugly, and not having any front allows for easy removal of the toilet if need be. But it also saves on space inside of the dinette seat. And when stowed away, there's no way for the toilet to slide forward as it butts up against the framing. Once the base was finished, Tim brought it into the van and propped it up on some pieces of wood, then secured it loosely to the side of the drawer slides. Once he had the screws in place, he took the entire slide and drawer out of the van to fully secure them together and ensure that the alignment was good. Back into the van it all goes, and here Tim is checking how well the drawer and slides move back and forth and if there are any pressure points creating friction in the sliding mechanism. Once the drawer is finally complete, we can move on and put the 1/4-inch Baltic birch wall up in the shower. We just needed to mark out where the hatch was going to go and cut it out. Then again, we retest how the drawer slides in and out through the hatch and wall. The inside of our shower walls are covered with sheet vinyl, so here we're applying Ultrabond Eco 350 vinyl glue and then rolling on the sheet vinyl itself. Once we were finished all of the walls, we went back and cut out the area for the hatch, and finally reinstalled that hatch door. We applied a generous amount of clear silicone to the flange of the hatch to form a nice waterproof seal between the vinyl wall and the perimeter of the hatch. In our most recent conversion, we actually 3D printed custom knobs to put onto the Acudor stainless steel hatch to make opening and closing the door easier. The shower walls are done, the hatch is in, and now we can finally put the toilet on the drawer and connect the wiring. The wiring is to supply power to the built-in fan on the Cuddy composting toilet. There is also a light on the toilet, however, that is supplied by its own battery. You want to do the wiring with the drawer in open position to ensure that your wires do not have tension on them when the toilet is in use. And that's how you do it. Obviously, it's a lot of work, but we feel that it's totally worth it to have that extra usable space and a super convenient place to go to the bathroom.
So overall, we're big fans of both the toilet and the shower setup, and we definitely plan to do the same in our next van.
Thanks so much for watching. Let us know what you think in the comments below, and we'll see you on the next video.